frequent urination. But let me just tell you that that is not what we want and should not be your normal and does not have to be your normal. On average, we should be urinating between 5 to 8 times a day. Now, for those who do drink a lot of fluids, 10, maybe 12, but after 12, you really should not be going that frequently. Even if you're drinking a lot of water, you would have to be diluting your blood with so much water. And when I say so much water, I mean like over 120 ounces a day. Most people aren't drinking that, so I don't know, maybe you're doing it, but a lot of times you're not actually retaining that water, especially if you feel like you're constantly drinking water, you're probably not retaining it because it's just going through your system and not actually being absorbed in your gut. So what I usually recommend for my patients that are going through this is one, electrolytes, because electrolytes help you actually retain the fluid, and so it's not just straight water that's demineralized going straight through your body. So add in some electrolytes, especially if you feel like you're just really dehydrated and thirsty. I lost my train of thought, I got a phone call real quick. But electrolytes, retain the fluid instead of just peeing it out. Second is if you are peeing this much, your bladder has learned it. The bladder is an organ of habit, and it learns everything we tell it to do. So if you're just in case peeing, it's learned that. If you're peeing in the shower and associate it with the shower every time, it's learned that. If you associate it with no public restrooms but only peeing at home, and every time I walk by the toilet I have the urge to pee, it's associated that. So it learns and associates everything. A couple different things that could be happening, but there's usually some type of pelvic floor dysfunction going on as well, because the pelvic floor and the bladder are very closely related and they're nerve signalings bounce off of each other. One way you can actually tell if your bladder is full or not is the Mississippi rule. I love Mississippi rule. So as soon as you start peeing, as soon as that stream starts, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. If you get to 4 Mississippi, your bladder ain't full. If you get to 6 Mississippi, your bladder ain't full. If you get to 8 Mississippi, you're teetering the line. But anything under 8 Mississippi, you did not need to go yet. You could have held it a little longer, but your bladder said, I'm used to this, I need to empty now. The cycle's gonna continue.